Now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational observatory.
Yes, I have finally done it. I've got my observatory up and running, and I've done so on... I spent 250 quid. So let me show you around. I'm Nugsy. This is Cheapass-tro. Now, first things first, you'll see that this is far from pretty. I have not actually finished the whole project. I've just got it operational. And I wanted to get this video out now because today, the 6th of May, the upload date, is exactly 1 year from my very first upload. It is Cheapass-tro's birthday.
Today is my 111th birthday!
And we'll treat this observatory as my birthday present. And another video I'm going to be making this week is a channel update. Now in this video I'm not going to be boring you with the ins and outs of how I went about making this. That'll be a whole separate video, because this is just a tour. It's just a bit of a walkthrough of the full 16 by 7 foot interior. And we'll start with the outside. Now the outside, I know, it does not look much. In fact, it looks hideous, and it always did. But I plan to, I just can't afford to yet, buy paint and just paint over everything. Windows, lenses, the works. Most of the windows anyway. That'll hide all this ugliness. The inside, however, is a different story. Let's have a look in there. Let's brighten this baby up. Here we go. So, I basically have the front partition from the back, and in between is, you can see it blowing in the wind now, but with the door shut that doesn't happen, a blackout blind rather than the doorway. My computer and monitor over there on a big old L-shaped desk. I'm gonna put another cupboard or two underneath at some point as well, so I've not finished. I've still to sort out some video gear for in here, but we're pretty much sorted in here. So you can see when I'm closed in, this front end here is all sealed, and under there is the grey draft excluder brushing, and we've got the same thing up here. Kind of see maybe in there draft excluder brushing along there. So yeah, this is my little office space. How long before I clutter this baby up? The plan is I can do all my astro there, control the mount, scope, what have you, and along here I can sort out my projects and hopefully be able to film them. And I have a few lined up. I'd like to get back into imaging first if that's possible, but I've missed that over this winter. Here we go then. Wow, that's bright. So, make a change from laminate to that old blue underlay for the flooring. It's all fully insulated. As well as boxing in the wheels, I've put a little cupboard in there because it wouldn't fit on the walls out the other part. And there's my scope. on its pier, kind of all ready to go. I say that, I've not pole overlined, I've not even got it pointed at Polaris really, or pointed anywhere near, as far as I can tell, because I haven't been able to see it in such a long time. Hopefully tonight I might get it pole overlined. Fingers crossed. But that's it out here. So we can see the roof of the caravan there. That black outlined, that's not the sun shining on it, that's where it's been bleached, as it was hanging in a window that size. But that's a good black outline. It will actually stop any light from coming through. Although I've not really put it to the test, I only put it up today. I have under here fitted some red LEDs on both sides, operated by a little switch over in that corner. Cabling, this took me a little while. So basically I've started at the top and swung the scope round to the extremes to get the length right. From there then comes down through some trunking, ducting, whatever you call it, I don't know. There's a little removable trapdoor where I can fish the cables in and out, and they run under the floor and up through this bit of pipe. So this is where the cabling comes through from that bit of drain pipe. Those vents in the wall, by the way, are just to help this whole place breathe, and they've not let a drop of water in yet, and it has been raining some. So that all comes up to the back of the PC then. It does look a bit overkill, the PC, but it's a fairly old PC in a pretty looking box. Now, one of the issues I had on my old imaging platform was with a cabling issue, and that was for the Canon DSLR. It runs a USB cable through to the laptop or computer, and I was running the cables underneath the floor, much like I am here, and back across underneath up to the laptop, but I couldn't do it with the DSLR cable because it needed about 4 meters of cable. I tried a USB repeater and it wouldn't work. I tried this USB extension hub and that didn't work. In fact, when I put that on into the laptop, it seemed to just bugger the laptop. Basically, it couldn't handle like 4 USB 3 ports because it was so old. And even though I was only trying to run one USB 2 cable through it, it would not work. And all the way through building this observatory, I've been keeping my fingers crossed and hoping that this issue was solvable by the new computer, or the newer computer. Luckily for me, it has been solved. Now, this DSLR is cabled down into that USB 3 hub, which is a powered hub, so it takes an additional 5 volts from just underneath the floor here. And then there's 4 meters of extension cable running back to the PC here. So I don't have to run a 2 meter cable directly from the camera across here, as I had been doing. I can keep it all tidy with the other cables. So I am pleased as punch with that, because if that didn't work, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd have had to move the PC out here or something for it to reach. So yeah, under that flap in the floor I have another 4-way socket, into which I got some 12 volt adapter, 5 volt adapter for that, 5 volt adapter for that thing, 12 volt for the fan at the back, and another 5 volt for the dew heater on the guide scope. So everything there is plugged in and ready to go. I do have some other ideas for this. As I said, I'm going to put some cupboards out here, but I was thinking of the wind. I was stood here while working on it one night and it was fairly breezy, and it hasn't actually cut out all that much wind. It is a big difference over the last platform because that had no sides at all. But being such a big newt, it is still going to catch the wind in this. So I am going to come up with another idea later on to try and reduce that. As I said, I'm going to put some more cupboards in here, and I think I'll put one on casters to roll into the back in the corner because there's a bit wasted space back there. This desk isn't finished, it's just cut plywood at the minute, and I want to get some sort of varnish to make it more like that stuff. And I'm thinking of doing this area as well because there's still more of that stuff left, so I'll have a proper nice wooden looking wall there behind the monitor as well. But it's as finished as it needs be. It is operational. So let's close the roof, is it? I have put these little catches in, which are ones I've not seen other people use. I'm sure other people have, but most use those hook and swivel things, just swivel and hook into an eye. So with these things, they just put a little bit of tension on as well, although there's not much tension when it's in the open position like this. So I was going to say let's shut it up. I of course, and I'm not plugged in and ready to go, so I can't like just return it to the park position. I've got to do that myself. Oh, I keep bumping my head. Here we go then. So a little bit of a push there. This is going to be very awkward with the lighting and filming at the same time. Ow, I think I cracked the rib last week and I'm still hurting. Let's brighten it up at this stage. And we have a seal. Latches down. And that's that. Should I get a particularly bad storm coming over, I think I would put a strap over this just to make sure, but for most cases, and even in fairly solid wind, these latches are going to do nicely. So that's it, I'm all sealed up, and I have sat here pissing about with the computer getting it all ready and set up, in the rain, and the only drop of rain that's come through is on my feet as I walk it in from outside. So I am pretty damn pleased. I think that this caravan has lent itself really well to this project because it's long and longer than it is wide. I've got the usual area that a shed would afford you, but with this up front as well. I think it's perfect for my needs. There's not many sheds come in like 15 by 7. So yeah, I am well happy. Now do watch out for more videos up and coming, as well as making the ones I mentioned already, the channel update and the making of this caravan observatory. I also plan to make one to show you how you too could make your own observatory for just hundreds instead of thousands. There are so many options I want to go through, and it'll take a little bit of time, but that's in the pipeline. So watch this space, subscribe if you want notifications of these, only like 10% subscribe, so please do. And I'll be seeing you real soon. This is Nugsy. This has been Cheapass-tro.